What if I told you that hidden deep within the rolling hills, quiet valleys, and scenic countryside of Virginia, there are towns that time seems to have forgotten? Places where once busy factories now sit silent. Main streets that were once filled with shoppers are now lined with empty storefronts. And communities where families who lived there for generations are slowly disappearing. Rural Virginia may be famous for its natural beauty, historic landmarks, and charming small towns. But beyond the postcard images lies another story, one that many people rarely talk about. Across the Appalachian Southwest and the Southside regions, dozens of small communities are struggling with economic decline, shrinking populations, and fading industries. Coal mines have closed. Textile mills have shut down. Jobs have vanished. And the result is a quiet crisis affecting towns that once thrived. Today, we're uncovering 15 struggling small towns in Virginia with shocking stories. Places hidden in rural America that reveal the harsh reality facing many communities across the country. Some of these towns were once booming industrial center. Others were built around coal mines that powered America's economy. But today, many are fighting just to survive. Let's begin. 1. Danville. Once known as a powerful industrial hub, Danville thrived during the 20th century thanks to its booming textile and tobacco industries. But when factories began shutting down and jobs moved overseas, the city took a devastating hit. Thousands of workers lost their livelihoods, and the local economy never fully recovered. Today, Danville is often ranked among the poorest cities in Virginia, with many neighborhoods still struggling with unemployment and poverty. Yet despite the challenges, local leaders continue working to rebuild the city and attract new industries. 2. Buchanan County. Located deep in Virginia's Appalachian region, Buchanan County has long been tied to the coal industry. For decades, coal mining provided steady jobs and supported entire communities. But as the demand for coal declined and mines shut down, the county's economy collapsed. Population numbers dropped dramatically, and many young residents moved away in search of better opportunities. Today, Buchanan County is frequently cited as the poorest county in Virginia. Entire communities have been left behind as the coal era fades into history. 3. Richlands. In Tazewell County sits the town of Richlands, once a lively mining community. Coal built the town, but the decline of the industry brought difficult changes. As mines closed and jobs disappeared, many families moved away. Population loss, aging infrastructure, and limited job opportunities have left the town facing a difficult economic transition. 4. Grundy. Grundy is another small Appalachian town shaped by the coal industry. Its location in a narrow mountain valley makes expansion and development difficult. Flooding has also been a major challenge for the community over the years. With limited economic opportunities and geographic isolation, Grundy continues to struggle with population decline and economic hardship. 5. Martinsville. Martinsville was once known as the sweatshirt capital of the world. For decades, textile factories and furniture manufacturing plants provided thousands of jobs. But when those industries moved overseas, the economic impact was devastating. Factories closed, unemployment rose, and the city experienced one of the sharpest economic downturns in Virginia. Today, Martinsville continues working to reinvent its economy, but the scars of industrial decline remain visible. 6. Big Stone Gap. Nestled in Wise County, Big Stone Gap was once a thriving coal town. Mining supported local businesses, schools, and entire families for generations. But as coal production dropped across Appalachia, job opportunities began to disappear. Many young residents left the area, and the town's population steadily declined. Today, Big Stone Gap represents the difficult transition many former coal communities face. 7. Galax. Galax is famous for its rich musical heritage and the annual Old Fiddlers Convention. But beyond the music and culture, the city has faced years of economic stagnation. Manufacturing losses and limited economic growth have made it difficult for the town to keep up with larger urban areas. Despite these struggles, Galax continues to preserve its cultural traditions and Appalachian identity. Norton. Norton holds a unique distinction. It is the smallest independent city in Virginia. Like many towns in Southwest Virginia, its economy was heavily tied to coal mining. As the industry declined, so did local job opportunities. The city now faces the challenge of reinventing itself while maintaining a small and shrinking population. 9. Branchville. Branchville in Southampton County is sometimes referred to as one of Virginia's lost communities. Once a quiet rural town with a stable population, it has experienced gradual decline over the decades. Limited economic development and fewer job opportunities have led many residents to relocate to larger cities. The town now struggles to maintain growth and investment. 10. Derby. Derby, located in Wise County, is a former coal mining town that has nearly faded into obscurity. As the mines closed, the community slowly emptied out. Today, abandoned buildings and deteriorating structures tell the story of a once active mining town that lost its economic lifeline. 11. St. Charles. In Lee County lies St. Charles, another town built by coal mining. At its peak, the town bustled with miners, families, and businesses. But when the mines closed, the town rapidly declined. Population numbers dropped, and much of the economic activity disappeared. St. Charles now stands as a reminder of the boom and bust cycle of the coal industry. 12. Pocahontas. Pocahontas is one of the most historic mining towns in Virginia. In the late 1800s, it was the center of a massive coal boom that helped power America's industrial growth. But as the coal industry faded, the town experienced a dramatic population decline. Today, only a fraction of its former population remains. 13. Emporia. Emporia may be small, but it faces significant economic challenges. The city struggles with high poverty rates compared to other communities of similar size. Limited job opportunities and slow economic development have made recovery difficult. 14. Franklin. Franklin once depended heavily on paper manufacturing and industrial jobs. But when major factories closed, the city faced severe economic setbacks. Thousands of workers were affected, leaving the community struggling to adapt to a changing economy. 15. Tangier Island. Perhaps the most shocking story on this list belongs to Tangier Island. Located in the Chesapeake Bay, this small fishing community faces a crisis unlike any other. Due to erosion and rising sea levels, the island itself is slowly disappearing. Scientists estimate that large portions of Tangier Island could be underwater within decades. For the residents who have lived there for generations, the future of their home remains uncertain. These towns represent a side of rural America that often goes unnoticed. Behind the beautiful mountains, historic streets, and quiet countryside lies a difficult reality. Communities built around coal mines, factories, and mills are struggling to adapt to a rapidly changing world. Many residents continue to fight for their towns, working to attract new businesses, preserve local culture, and keep their communities alive. But the challenges remain enormous. And the stories of these towns serve as a powerful reminder of how economic shifts can reshape entire regions. Hidden in rural Virginia are places filled with history, resilience, and people determined to hold on, even when the odds seem stacked against them. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more stories about hidden places across America. Because sometimes, the most fascinating stories are the ones hiding in the quietest towns.